everyone, and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. So today's video is for absolutely everyone. If you're an English speaker, it's for you. If you're learning English and you're doing advanced English, this is also for you. Now, as native English speakers, as they call us abroad, we do tend to make some mistakes as well. So as we know, imitation is what we do in language as well. So how do we learn to talk? Imitating what other people say. So in this video, we're going to look at 10 things that we think we're saying correctly, but we are in fact incorrect. Okay, so these are my 10 phrases or expressions that we often say or use in an incorrect manner. Okay, this one is a very popular one. Okay, blood is thicker than water. Now we use blood is thicker than water to mean the opposite of what it was originally meant to mean. We use it in the sense of family ties stronger than any other ties there is, and you owe loyalty to your family because it's such a strong bond. The original meaning is a biblical reference, and it goes something like this: the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Okay, so the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means the bonds that you make with friends or other people who are unrelated is sometimes even stronger than your blood relatives. So you see, we're actually using it in the opposite sense. And in Spanish, we would actually say, blood is thicker than water, we'd say, la sangre tira. Or la sangre tira mucho, to put that emphasis on the strength. Right, this one, I'm sure you've heard it, the spitting image. The spitting image, meaning that someone is identical to someone else. You're the spitting image of your mother. Spitting as in spit, ing. It's actually spit and image of someone, and again it makes reference to the Bible. If you think, there's a story about God creating Adam using his spit and mud, so that's where that comes from. And in Spanish you would say la imagen viva. Eres la imagen viva de tu madre. You're the spit and image of your mother. This is a funny one, and I've seen this written many times this way: nip in the butt, as in the bottom. Nip in the butt, in B-U-T-T. The saying does not come from butt as in the body part. It's actually nip in the bud, as in a plant, the bud of a plant, early beginnings. So what do you say? You have to nip it in the bud, B-U-D, not B-U-T-T. It is not a body part. Be honest. Let me know down below if you use butt instead of bud. Okay? And in Spanish, it is cortar de raíz. So it's when you stop from something from very early on, so it doesn't develop. Okay? So you nip it in the bud. Cortar de raíz. Okay. Now this one annoys me a lot because it's a grammatical mistake, and I think a lot of people make this mistake. Off and have. So instead of saying, we say should off instead of should have. Okay, I should have done this. It should have, okay? Debería haber hecho. So you need the present perfect, and with the present perfect there is no off. It is have and the past participle. So you should have visited me, not you should have visited me. Okay, so please debería haber hecho algo. This one is also something I hear a lot. We say, and you shouldn't say this, but we do, I could care less. I could care less is actually wrong, because when you dissect and you analyze what you're saying the absolute opposite if you want of what you wanted to say. So the expression is, I couldn't care less. So in Spanish is importar un pepino, okay? O me da exactamente lo mismo, okay? I couldn't care less, because otherwise it's saying the opposite again. But we just get used to saying these things because we hear them, and sometimes we just get confused, and because you hear it so often, it becomes something that so many people use, it seems normal. It becomes normal, but it's not that, okay? Okay, the next one is scapegoat, okay? Escape, as in you're escaping from something. A scapegoat is not what we say. The actual expression is scapegoat. You're a scapegoat. It's when you blame someone for something that is not really their blame to take. So in Spanish, we would say cabeza de turco. Cabeza de turco would be scapegoat and not a scapegoat. Please let me know down below, did you know these ones? Is this actually one that you've used in an incorrect manner? Okay, this next one, I'm guilty of using this the wrong way round as well. Begs the question. Now, begs the question in Spanish is traer la pregunta. We use it in the sense, the incorrect sense, it raises the question, or it makes you wonder, when in fact it actually has a circular reasoning sort of relationship. So I'll give you an example. If I was to say, you love me, scrap that, you visit me because I give you money. So this only happens because of this. So that sort of reasoning is what I'm talking about. So it's when you're talking about something and it's not necessarily the truth, but I'm presenting it as the truth, where it might not actually be the truth, okay? I love this. This is actually very American, but you see it and you hear it a lot. Thank God for dictionaries, right? And thank God for language learning, because I have to say, learning languages is one of the main reasons why I think you start analyzing your own mother tongue, and you learn so much because you start questioning things and you start seeing things written down instead of just hearing them. So this one I love. Butt naked. You hear this in movies all the time. He came out butt naked, and you say butt naked and you think butt as in your bottom, butt naked. But it's actually not butt, it's actually buck naked. So buck as in B-U-C-K as in dollar, naked. Buck naked. Who would have guessed that one? But I actually love that one. And in Spanish you would say buck naked, buck naked. Buck naked would be desnudo or en pelotas. So this next one, which is our last one, is very popular, and there's a confusion with these words, immigrate and emigrate, but we're looking at the preposition that comes with emigrate today. So a lot of people say emigrate to. It's not emigrate to. You emigrate from a country. You emigrate from a country. So I immigrated from Canada to New Zealand, for example. So it's where you're coming from. You emigrated from a certain place. In Spanish, you would just say, you can say either emigrar or emigrar, okay, de un sitio, emigrar a un sitio. So, but in English, we don't say emigrate to, we say emigrate from. So you're immigrating from a place and you're coming to a new place. Okay, so you immigrate to a new place, you're emigrated from a country to a new country. So an immigrant has migrated from somewhere else, okay? So emigrated from, not to, okay? And so with that, that is it. I hope that you're walking away with something new, and please share something that we all say that's actually wrong, or we misuse it because it's commonly used and it's become so common that everyone uses it or sees it as a norm, and even though it's wrong, we've accepted it in our language, and it is what we all do. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to say until next time, and please leave down below anything that you would like to see in the future, because it is summer and I'm open to suggestions. So until next time, this is me saying goodbye. See you soon. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of this sort of comedy. You know, it's all a bit of tongue and cheek. Tongue and cheek. It's not actually tongue and cheek. Did you know that? What is it? Let's see if you know this one. It's actually tongue in cheek, okay? And in Spanish it would be burlón, así en chiste, en broma, irónico. So that's one we say incorrectly. Instead of saying tongue in cheek, we say tongue and cheek. Let me know. Did you know that one?